I'm not mad about it. I just, man, I just. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below, hit the notification bell next to that so you don't miss any of my future content, and hit the like button for this video if you want to see more content like it. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Rough Tumble's twin clutch, so stay tuned to see all the details about it. Okay, so we're going to talk about Rough Tumble's twin clutch. As you can see, I have 3 of them. However, these 2 I have already sold, and this one I am going to list for sale, and I will get all into that in a minute. I have a friend that bought these 2 from me. I think they are gorgeous. This is Goldenrod, and this is their new rustic eggplant, or I guess it's not new, they just brought it back. And Rough Tumble, like when they put new leathers out, they will put certain things up that are in stock. And sometimes it's a very limited leather, so those are the only ones that are going to be in that. And then sometimes they will like post stuff up later if they had like leather left over or whatever, but I didn't want to take any chances. So let me back up. I grabbed this granite one because it was in stock, ready to go. So I grabbed this. I wanted to try the style ASAP. I figured I would probably sell that one because I don't typically grab for grays. Rustic eggplant was in production, but not in stock, which means that they have so much leather set aside to make so many of these. And once they're gone, they're gone. And sure enough, I put one of these in my cart, checked out with it, and next thing I know, I guess so many people did the same. These, like this leather option on the twin clutch was gone. So I'm glad I grabbed it to see it. And then also Goldenrod was actually in stock, and then it wasn't, and then they had more in stock. So I grabbed one of those kind of last minute because I just think Goldenrod is so beautiful. I keep going back to it thinking like, I want this, but I got this one and I tried it, and I do think that it is really handy. To me, it feels too big to be a little and too little to be like a whole bag for me. Now, a lot of people will use this as a whole clutch, and it does hold a lot. Now I'm going to pull some stuff out in a minute and show you what fits. My iPhone Pro 15 Max. iPhone Pro 15 Max does fit in it, and it can zip up really easily with it in there. And that is my phone with a pop socket on it, but it does take up a good portion of this space. So if you overfill it right, it's going to bulge out too much. Overall, something that is really cool is that they each do come with a like built-in card holder. So 4 card holders here. What I really just like boiled it down to is I love my phone bonbons. I have a bunch of them now, and that's what I use as my wallet. And basically a phone bonbon is a cash pack, or even very similar in style to this, but a little bit more squared off, and it has a pocket on the front, and I just utilize that more. So that is why I decided to sell all of them. Rustic eggplant, I had a really hard time like in my mind letting go, but I just kept reminding myself this style just isn't something that I'm going to reach for often enough to justify. I think it was like $129, $28, something like that, plus shipping or whatever it was. I just couldn't justify that. And 3 of them nonetheless. So you're looking at $390 or so. If that's right, if my math is mathing right, that's a lot of money to just have sitting. And I have so many bonbons that I really do. I love and I reach for. So the other reason I was able to like let this one go is because I also got the Breeze, the small Breeze in a magnet in this rustic eggplant, which it's so beautiful. And then I got the small pinch bottom traveler in the rustic eggplant. And I mean, like it is one of the best purples. I think amethyst is like probably my top favorite purple, the amethyst color. And then I like this one, and aubergine is pretty. It's a much more moody leather. So what I did, because my setup, you can see, is still here. What I did is I went ahead and weighed these 3 different ones so you could see the weight of the different leathers. Like I said, my friend has already purchased these 2 for me, so I am going to get those to her. And this one I'm going to list up, but I wanted to make this video. So I will insert the weights of the leathers here. Okay, so now that you've seen the weights of the leathers, let me show you across here. It's about 8 inches. The very tippy top, you're looking like right at 8 inches. That makes sense. Does that make sense? Yeah, but you can see like it kind of bows up in the middle a little bit. And then the bottom, this is hard. The bottom is like 7.5 inches or so. Top to bottom, it's about 4.5 inches. And it does expand a little bit. The bottom of it doesn't expand a ton. So like that is where it is because it is sewn together. So that is where that is. But it does expand here on the sides a little bit. Now you don't want to do too much because you don't want the zipper to get all wonky, but it does expand. So those are the measurements, the weights. These are all, you know, rough and tumble. They can all be like, they can all be a little bit varied, but these are really just about the same on all three. Yep. So we're looking at really the same. Like I said, the iPhone 15 Pro Max fits. You can see it has the twin compartments, which is really nice. I mean, it is such a cute design. And these colors here are just like, they're just so beautiful. So what I want to do, all right. So just for kicks and giggles, I have my little Kate Spade compact wallet. I will have this link down below. This does fit inside of there. And it, of course, zips just fine. You can fit about 2 cards in each of these card slots, so you can get about 8 cards in there. I don't know where my like fake credit cards are right now to show you that. So you'll just have to trust me that that does work. A slipcase does not fit in there. Like you cannot close the zipper on the twin clutch at all. Of a duo, a card duo, that yes, you have those card slots, but the card duo sits right in there and you can zip it. Now, one of my friends got one of these, and because these are handmade, the sizes can vary slightly. And she said that her duo, like the very corners of it were just barely catching in the zipper, and she didn't like that, which I wouldn't either because that will wear down the corner of that really quickly. You can also fit a token down in there, which I've seen a lot of people doing to carry things just like separately, a little bit more compartmentalized inside of that. So another reason I decided to sell is I couldn't figure out how to pack it for myself. I tried using it as like a wallet feature. So like I would use a bonbon. And just for reference, this is, let me close these. Just for reference, like this is what I use for a wallet typically now, and that fits in most purses. If it doesn't fit in one of my purses, I have this compact wallet that I will switch to. I also sometimes just use the duos, and then also I have my Louis Vuitton compact zippy wallet that I still have, which is just slightly smaller than this, but size-wise, it is like really, really similar. So these are like almost the same, and it's funny to me because they are almost the same, and you can get like you get 2 pouches on this one rather than the one. However, on this one, you do get this front pocket, which I find to be very handy. And personally, I just prefer, I think, this like rectangular shape versus this like curved shape. If this came up and was rectangular, I think I would like it more, but that's the funny part is then you just have a phone bonbon. These have just become my go-to grab and go wallet because I can also put my phone inside of here with this one, and I can fit a duo in there, even with my cards in it. I can put a chapstick. I don't have that right here. I can put a chapstick in there. Maybe a token, but I think if a token was full of stuff, it wouldn't like close easily, but all of that stuff empty, this closes just fine. And I have my phone up here, so my case actually is empty. So it's pushing up against, let me swap that around if that makes sense. So like this, like inside of that, this was sitting inside of my case, which isn't really representative of if it would close or not. So let me put the token in next to the duo and the phone over here where the open slot of the phone is here. That's where my phone would be. And that still closes. And I think you could still get like a chapstick down in there on the sides. Yeah, you could, like right here, there's room for chapstick. You could then connect your keys to here and just carry this as a clutch if you want. I mean, to me, this is like the most versatile piece. And ultimately, that is why I just decided like I've got to let these go. I would like something else in the rustic eggplant, like a small something, maybe a token or something. But ultimately, that is what led me to this, is like I just keep going back to the bonbons, the phone bonbons. And I have 2 more in production. Let's see, right now I have, let's see.
I can't even think right now. Amethyst, Silky, Black Rock Black, Falcon. What else do I have? Oh, Fire Clay. I feel like there's one more. Charm. But there's one more. And then I
have Cadet Blue and a moss that I customed, which was expensive, but because I love them and I know I use them, I went ahead and did it. And I'm so excited. When I get that, I'll show you guys. But so I just keep reaching for these over these. And so I just cannot have that money sitting around. Maybe one day, again, I could try one if I was just interested in seeing if something had changed within me down the road. But for now, phone bonbon is where it's at for me. But this rustic eggplant is just gorgeous. Now, this is something interesting. I got these in on the same day, and you can't really tell here, but this one, well, you can tell a little bit. This one is a bit darker than this one, like this run of leather, and like same with this. This is, look at how like different almost all 3 of those are. I'm not mad about it. These just feel so good in the hand. So I'm definitely not knocking these. They're just not for me right now, where I am and what I reach for. So I hope that is helpful. Like I said, let's see, I did the weight, I did the measurements, I did what fits. I think that's everything. So I'm just going to end this video here. I hope this is helpful. They are still on the website. I'll link them down below for the twin clutch. I'll also link the phone bonbon in case you guys want to look at those. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you made it this far, put that purple heart emoji down in a comment, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.